I really like Minecraft. Hello everybody, I am back. And as I said, I got a ton of Legos to review. This video is going to be covering the Lego Minecraft that I got. So, let's get into it. I'm actually going to be reviewing two Lego sets. Steve's Taiga Adventure, and the Nether Lava Battle. So I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to get to do Steve's Taiga Adventure because Steve's my favorite, and it's the first set I got, so we'll hop into that. As per usual, I'm going to be looking at the box first. The box shows you the contents inside of it, with Steve, the creeper, the bunny, and the fox. Ages 6 and up, with 79 pieces, Lego set 21583. There's not much to it, it's a pretty small set, and it's relatively a basic design, but it's still very fun, of course. All Legos are. On the back, we are shown a small action feature. By pushing down on that, tile, I'm gonna call it a tile, but I'm not sure if that's the correct name. By pushing down on it, you trigger a TNT and or creeper explosion. We also have a new chest design, as we can see right here. And this is where I open the box. I feel like that covers the box, so let's get into the set. I'm going to start off with Steve, because, of course, he's my favorite. He's, something interesting about the old Lego Minecraft sets is that they got Steve's skin tone wrong. He was too white. And I know that sounds kind of, well, you know what I mean. But it wasn't accurate to the game. But in this set, along with later ones, they gave him a darker, more, peach skin tone. Which is, a lot more accurate to the in-game design, so it's nice to see LEGO learning from their mistakes. He comes with a diamond sword, and, that's pretty much it for Steve. And, of course, he needs an enemy to hit with that sword, which is why we have the Creeper. Now, nothing's changed about the average Creeper design. You saw it in the last video. But it is a very nice, simplistic design that captures the mob very well. That's a technical term for creatures in Minecraft. The fox is actually something new. Now, before I get into the new part, I'd want to point out the posability of the tail. It's nice that LEGO had that in mind. With that aside, it actually has a new headpiece. I'm pretty sure that the old headpieces for foxes just used the basic cat design, just reusing pieces, but they actually came up with a new head mold for it, which is a lot more accurate to the game and just looks better in general. Of course, we still have the stud legs that are just stuck together, but it's LEGO. You can't expect anything too over-detailed. And according to the box, it's a baby bunny, but I don't really see anything. Scaling-wise, it does look like an adult. It is very cute, though. Now, this takes place in the taiga, as it's said by, Steve's Taiga Adventure. And in the biome in-game, you're going to find these little white bunnies a lot. But in real life, a bunny with white fur and red eyes is actually not uncommon. There are albino bunnies. It's some kind of medical condition that makes their fur white and pale and makes their eyes red. It's, I hear it makes them more prone to skin cancer, but I can't prove that as I'm going off my crappy memory. But overall, it's a nice selection of characters. Also, a fox and a bunny. Am I the only one that's getting reminded of Zootopia? My favorite Disney movie, by the way. I feel like now we can get on to the actual set. For starters, it is a great... It's very small. It's like 12 Minecraft blocks in size. And there's not a lot of room for any characters to stand. This is the most room we get. But then again, it's not supposed to be anything crazy. Speaking of which, here's... let me redo that. Here's the action feature I was talking about. I like how it does a bit of a cartwheel in the air as it's flying. Whether that's the Creeper's explosion, or the TNT's is up to interpretation of the player playing with the Lego set. And the design for the tree, it's a very small and not super accurate to the game, but it is a nice little design. What I'm really excited about is the new chest piece, because, well, since LEGO Minecraft first started out, the chests weren't exactly accurate. You only had double chests, and the top of them were round. I mean, recently they did come up with a square design for chests, but it was still you could still only have a double chest. But LEGO has finally heard the fans' prayers and gave us a single chest. Sure, it does hold more storage, but it does allow for more variety. My only real complaint is that it just feels a bit under-detailed. But that's my opinion. It can open a lot further back than an actual Minecraft chest, and it's meant to carry Steve's diamonds that I appear to be struggling to get out of the actual chest. Come on. There we go. Now, the set tells you to put in 3 diamonds, but since it's a Lego set, they always need to include a spare, which is why there's a 4th diamond. So I decided, why not? I'm putting all 4 of them in. And also, hang on. Sorry. Also, because of the fox's feet, we also have a spare black stud, which I use to represent a single piece of coal. Again, it's Lego, so the person playing with the Legos decides what works how. If that makes any sense. And I always like to use my spare parts creatively, just so I'm not wasting pieces. So that's kind of it for Steve's Taiga Adventure. It is a very small Lego set, and there's not really much to it, but I can definitely recommend adding it to your collection. If you're looking for something cheap, my mom got it for less than $10. Maybe more with taxes, but that's expected. Now, with Steve's Taiga Adventure out of the way, I think it's a good chance to move on to the next set. The Nether Lava Battle. Again, the box shows you the contents of the set, with the bridge, the wither skeleton, Alex, the Strider, and the Blaze, along with a block of ancient debris. I forgot what it was called. On the back shows us more about the box, more about the set. It shows Alex with the Strider. It also shows the two action, if you can even call the Blaze thing an action feature. It's just that it can spin around freely. It's just a cool little detail. And we also have this. It doesn't work well on my set, but might work better for others. The action feature where the ancient debris pops out of its place. And the top of the box shows us the contents. Characters. Why am I bad talking? With that out of the way, I think we can move on to the actual set now. I'm getting really bad with these camera angles. Again, we'll start off with the characters. With the other protagonist of the game, Alex. Now, they seem to have given her an alternate expression, and as you can tell by my avatar, Lego's not a stranger to that, as you can tell by my avatar. She has an angry face, possibly aggression from fighting off with these nether creatures. She's also equipped with diamond leggings and boots, realistically, a diamond sword, and a mushroom on a stick. I'll explain why later. Well, I might as well explain it now. So, this is a Strider, a mob added in the Nether update back in 2021. Man, I'm old. And, LEGO did a pretty good job at representing the mob. It's very, very accurate to the game. I just love that big derpy face of his. It's actually designed to help players walk across pits of lava, because the Nether is full of lava. And Striders walk on lava. It hurts them to step out of lava, let alone water. So, and players can mount a now craftable saddle on them to walk across those lava pits, which is just a cool feature in general. And this is the Blaze, a much older Minecraft creature that it's a floating head surrounded by smoke, and on this figurine, 8 floating rods that I can only assume to be propelling it upwards to float, because it does float. And it actually shoots fireballs at you, but you can damage it by throwing snowballs at it, which I probably should do when I try to beat the game. And they can spin around, which is a very nice feature. I really like the Blaze. I like how it was built. It's very accurate to the game, and just assembled with such care. And this is the Wither Skeleton. It wields a stone sword. It's like a normal skeleton, but taller, black. It has a shorter mouth, and when you kill it, it drops the stone sword, coal, the bones, and, if you're lucky, the skull. If you get 3 of them and put them on soul sand in the correct order, you will get the Wither. If I ever get a LEGO set with the Wither in it, I'll do a review on it. Maybe. But I don't have a LEGO set with a Wither that I can review to you guys yet. But if that ever does happen, I will let you know. I promise. I feel like that covers the characters. Now we can move on to the actual set. The set appears to be part of the bridge to a nether fortress, a structure found in the nether dimension within the Minecraft video game, where you find the wither skeleton and blaze creatures. And below the bridge is some lava, the ancient debris, the nether grass that is found around the dimension, along with a mushroom. One of the only few plants that actually grows in that wasteland of a world. The advertised action feature is that, logically, by pulling up on this or pushing on that, it's easier to push up with this to make the ancient debris fling out. But for me, the action feature doesn't work very well, as you can see. It did that time. So yeah, not the greatest play feature, but definitely not the worst. And here's a small patch of lava right next to it for the Strider to walk on. Because, as I've already said, Striders are designed to walk on lava. So yeah, this set doesn't really have much to it, but I think it is worth looking at. It's a nice demonstration of the Nether. I feel like the Strider just looks really cool. And we also get a new face design for Alex. And I like LEGO's idea of giving old characters new designs and expressions for their faces. It's very cool of them to do that. And I feel like that covers pretty much everything that there is to cover. I can definitely recommend these two sets. One or the other, or both. It's up to you. But they have some nice selections of characters and some cool places and action features and pieces and such. And it's nice additions to your collection. It's nice to see a properly skin-toned Steve, the singular chest, the Strider, the Blaze, the Wither Skeleton, the Ancient Debris, the new face for Alex, the Diamond Swords. And of course, the new head of the new fox head. It's they're not much, but they're still worth it. They only cost like $10, so if you're looking for something budget friendly, I can definitely recommend these. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you for tuning in, but I've got to tune out. I'll see you in the next one. I really need to think of an outro.